If you're somehow doubting or scared that Ethereum is not going to pump and that PulseChain, the undiscovered gem, is not going to go up massively, I'm going to walk you through this article by Tom Lee, who said that Ethereum is the biggest macro trade in over the next 10 to 15 years. Who is the Tom Lee guy? He's a famous researcher, head of research at Fundstrat Global Advisors, and now chairman of BitMine. Guys, he joined a Bitcoin mining company just to tell them that they need to buy Ethereum, that literally buying ETH right now is a better strategy than mining Bitcoin. It's more profitable to simply buy a brand new currency. That's the Bitcoin mining company. That's their strategy. Okay. And they had to hire a guy, Tom Lee, just to tell them that, just to tell them the truth. And you guys are going to get tired of me saying this. Ethereum is the digital oil. Every single killer app that's ever going to launch in crypto, it's going to be Ethereum compatible. Most of them started and already exist on Ethereum. DeFi lending, borrowing, lending, decentralized leverage trading, NFT platforms. Every innovation that's ever happened in crypto did not happen on Bitcoin because you can't build anything on Bitcoin. So Ethereum is the digital oil. And guess what? PulseChain is a fresh start. You're getting the opportunity to do Ethereum over again in a retail-friendly environment. Ethereum is the biggest macro trade in the next 10 to 15 years, yes. But that implies a lot of institutional buying. Okay, the people that are going to pump Ethereum are the big players, the BlackRocks, the Vanguards, all the banks, entire countries. And why? Because they're issuing stable coins onto Ethereum. Billions and billions of dollars. This number is growing every single day. And it's right in front of you guys. I mean, it's right in front of your face. If you're new to crypto, or if you're like a recovering Bitcoin maximalist, like I used to be, 5-6 years ago, you need to realize that the play is ETH. And the real undiscovered gem with the 100x potential is PulseChain, because it's a clone. It's a cheaper, faster copy of Ethereum, and it's retail friendly because it's got low liquidity. And you can finally front run Wall Street like crypto is supposed to be. But now, Tom Lee is saying that Wall Street's running to the blockchain, Ethereum. And as AI drives adoption of token economics, the largest layer one is Ethereum. This is obvious. We've been saying this for years. It doesn't happen overnight, but it's slowly and then all at once. Lee argued there's no contradiction between his longstanding Bitcoin optimism and Ethereum. Sure, they're not a conflict. Okay, if Bitcoin is digital gold, Ethereum is digital oil. Oil is way more useful than gold. Oil powers the entire economy. So Ethereum is the parallel financial economy. All the rails are built on the Ethereum technology. And it's scarce, okay? Both Ethereum and PulseChain. The more the network gets used, the more coins get burned. In both situations, these are actually net deflationary when they get more popular. Ethereum and PulseChain, most days are actually deflationary. So why is Ethereum going to take over the world? Tom Lee says it. I've been saying it. It's tokenization. What does tokenization mean? Real world assets, but in a digital form. So take your house, take your real estate, your deed or whatever, make a tokenized digital version of that. And that tokenized version has to trade on the Ethereum network. Of course, also stablecoins. Stablecoins are the first ubiquitous application and accelerant for institutional on-chain activity. The ChatGPT moment for crypto, he calls it. I like this analogy. I mean, ChatGPT is like the moment that the world woke up to AI. They said, oh, ChatGPT, wow, this is actually a tangible, new, game-changing thing. Now, digital dollars are the same way, right? You no longer have to be restricted by the banking hours or the regulations. You don't have to call somebody at a bank to withdraw your money. You can send anybody across the world with a crypto address, 100,000 USDC. And that's the same thing as sending them dollars. So digitizing dollars. And also, you can be pretty certain of the fact that the USA wants dominance. Like they have been for the past 250 years, the USA wants to dominate the world. And now that there's no more land left to conquer, okay, there's no more imperialism in terms of the physical world, what they do is they enslave countries by debt and they spread out their dollar. And if this digital dollar, stablecoins, if stablecoins let them assert their dominance over the entire world and spread dollar dominance, then they're going to use it. And they're going to launch stablecoins on the ETH network. The circulating stablecoins chart, it says it all. I mean, look at 2018. We had 30 million stablecoins, $30 million total. Fast forward to 2025 today, about 268 billion. This is going to go to 1 trillion. And then probably more. So he's calling stablecoins the killer app. Yeah, they are kind of the Trojan horse, but you don't have to invest in stablecoins because they can't even pump. Okay, they're tied to a dollar. The whole goal is to outpace the dollar, but you can just buy the substrate that all these stablecoins and real world assets and tokenized stocks are launching on. So all this stuff requires logic, smart contracts, just the code. All the code that runs this infrastructure is run on Ethereum. It's the biggest and most secure blockchain with no downtime, Tom Lee says, and it's legally compliant. The SEC also says that it's not a security. It's sufficiently decentralized. They're really giving it a break. And Vitalik has got a great roadmap. All the best developers are on Ethereum, and it hasn't even broken its previous all-time high back from 2021. So yeah, you're still early. You're especially early to PulseChain, cheaper, faster clone. And Tom Lee is comparing where Ethereum is at now to Bitcoin in 2017. He says, what's happening right now with institutions is they're waking up to the fact that Ethereum is actually insanely useful. He says Ethereum is having its 2017 moment. that Bitcoin had back then, because Wall Street is finally waking up. They're taking tokenization seriously. And that adoption vector with tokenized dollars and tokenized securities, I mean stocks, it underpins the whole value of ETH. So Tom Lee is choosing this asset for the next decade. I mean, this could be the generational top for the ETH versus Bitcoin chart. This could be the moment where the whole world wakes up to the fact that you can't really do much with Bitcoin. It's digital gold, that's fine. But Ethereum is programmable money. So when you have a Bitcoin mining company telling you to invest in Ethereum, you need to pay attention and wake up. If you're not already bullish, this is mostly for people new to crypto, because if you've been following me for a while, you know the play is ETH, and the play after that is obviously PulseChain. PulseChain's got like $10 million of liquidity, so $100 million coming in net with 100x the price. So look at all the top Ethereum holders. These are the strategic reserve companies. All the companies holding ETH. Even the PulseChain Sacrifice wallet is holding ETH. That's how bullish everybody is. Even the PulseChain Sacrifice wallet understands that holding ETH right now is the best strategic move, because this $600 million in the reserve fund for the PulseChain Sacrifice wallet could easily be $1.5 billion, maybe even $2 billion one day. And just imagine what that could do to all the prices. PulseChain, Hex, PulseX, all the meme coins, just parabolic. So currently Ethereum is $3,625, but it's only a matter of time. It's going to take a little bit longer than we all wanted it to. But don't get so obsessed with the whole 4-year cycle thing. I mean, things are different now. You got the ETFs, you've got the yield-bearing ETFs, and the SEC just approved, liquid staking. So it's going to be a global takeover. It's only a matter of time. Tom Lee is giving you the formula. Richard Hart, PulseChain, he's giving you the formula. I'm giving you the formula. You buy and hold Ethereum. You buy and hold the next up-and-coming layer 1, which is PulseChain. It's got an unstoppable community, survived a 99% dip, survived an SEC attack. They've built everything: exchanges, bridges, NFT platforms, meme coin platforms. PulseChain is the only other layer 1 worth talking about because it's brand new. It's only 2 years old. Are you going to go invest in Polygon? Are you going to go invest in Binance Smart Chain after they've already gone up hundreds of X's? They're already past their first cycle. PulseChain's in its first stage, and it happens to be the stage where Ethereum takes over the world, which means it looks a little bit different than every other 4-year cycle. But if anything, that means that the potential is even higher than in the past, because this cycle could be drawn out a little bit longer, because you've got global reserves, trillions of dollars from stocks and cash coming on chain. We could talk about ETF inflows again. Just look at every single day over the past month, since July 7th. Almost every day was a green day, except for August 1st and August 4th. Look at all these numbers on the right-hand column. Hundreds of millions of dollars inflowing, coming in to buy Ethereum. This means giant corporations are buying ETH, and they're issuing ETFs that track the price of ETH on the traditional markets to, normal, regular stock guys. You have almost every day of the past month is green on this chart. So they're going to do to Ethereum what they did to Bitcoin. The pumps might be a little bit suppressed, and the volatility might be squeezed out. Things are going to take longer. But Ethereum, $10,000, easily possible. Probably 12 or even 15. Do I know this for a fact? Obviously not. I don't have a crystal ball, but it just seems so obvious. You've got one of the most world famous advisors, researchers. This guy's on CNBC all the time. You've got SharpLink Gaming. You've got all these different companies. There's new ones popping up like the Ether Machine, Bit Digital. Everybody's bullish. And the SEC just gave everybody the green light. You just got to keep holding. Hang in there. Giant marketing campaign coming up for PulseChain 2. Little insider info for you. It's only a matter of time. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. See you on the next video.